I think sexual abuse specifically is incredibly prevalent. Um, I would also assume that intimate partner violence is just as prevalent.
And it's a serious issue that I think a lot of people overlook because it's often not looked at critically in our media, and we're never really taught about it in like high school or when we're younger, so it makes it really difficult for people to see it.
Friends who have come to me with it, personal experiences, just watching it happen at parties, you see it all the time and it's really sad, but I do think it's very prevalent in college campuses.
I think especially with, sexual abuse on campuses, it's obviously become a problem. You see it in the news all the time, and I don't know whether or not it's just poor education or just, people just doing really horrible things. I don't know.
I think a warning sign could be that they're really controlling, and that could lead to an abusive relationship, not only physically but mentally.
Like the person not wanting you to hang out with other friends, or always asking who you're texting or calling, or checking messages, stuff like that.
Treating you more like you're a possession or a prize than a real person. So it can be things that you might think are really sweet at first, like being really jealous or wanting to know where you are all the time or constantly texting you. But that can escalate to where they get mad at you for things that they don't need to be.
Well, probably the abuser isolating their other partner or gaslighting them. And these could, of course, lead to physical abuse or more severe emotional abuse or financial abuse.
When the person's really controlling about where the other person is all the time, or asking for passwords and stuff, and it could lead to actual physical violence.
If a boyfriend or girlfriend's constantly texting their partner and asking them where they are or what they're doing and being a stalker, and it could lead to problems with privacy.
Someone trying to control your finances, so the person, whoever you're with, or maybe a family member or a close friend trying to get into your account, or they use money against you, maybe if you're dependent on them.
I think one of the saddest things is that when you try to directly approach someone who's in a relationship like this, they can get really defensive if they don't realize what's happening or they're already too far into it. So you really have to approach carefully and be there for that person so that when they are ready or when things do get too horrible where you really have to intervene, you're there for them.
Be a strong influence in their life. Don't cut people off that need your help or need your love or need your attention, because the best thing you can always do for somebody who's in a horrible situation is listen to them.
Talk to them, ask them if they need anything, and then, you can go to their parents or whatever and let them know what's going on, just so they understand the situation and don't let things escalate.
Make sure that your friend is safe and that they know what's going on and that they have help and if they need to talk to, that you're always there.
Try and see if you can talk to the person being abused alone and ask them if anything's going on, and they may lie because they're very abusive. People who are abused may still be protective of their abuser because they think they're in a loving relationship.
And you could also make sure that you're not justifying the abuser's behavior. If they say, "Oh, I got angry," instead of being "Oh, it's okay, I understand," you should probably say something more along the lines of, "Well, don't you think there's a better outlet, or maybe what's a different way that you could show your anger?"
It's okay to make your opinion known, but you shouldn't treat them like they're stupid or a terrible person for still wanting to be in that relationship. So it's important to just be a support system, at the same time let them know that it's not okay.
Encourage them to get out of the relationship. That's basically the only thing that you can do because they have to want to leave.
You should listen to them, believe them, and not judge them.